All right, boys. Um, brutal day today. Um, Price action was kind of moving very similar to yesterday. In terms of like the trades and the trades of the day and all that stuff, there was really only one trade today that was valid. I ended up taking that with the Discord. Um, we got edged by like 30 points. It was a little bit brutal, but um, other than that, I would honestly rate this day pretty decent. We'll see. I'll walk through the displacement we had and everything like that. Kind of like we pretty much called it right down to like what exactly happened. Like we were almost expecting this, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I mean, I ended up getting break even today. I'm not mad about it, right? I mean, we're still up pretty big this week. This week's been pretty good. So, and there's no point to really, you know, ruin everything over one break even trade, right? So first things first, right? 4 hour. Actually, we'll hop to the daily because this is kind of where I got my whole bias from. We had this daily gap that we were reacting out of. Had a really nice wick out. I was like, okay, especially after we had the previous day, 2 days of displacement, right? I wanted to see this keep continuing higher, take out the LRL on the high time frame. So that was the plan. I wanted to be a little bit more bullish. As far as targets and stuff, we had a 1 hour intermediate high above. I don't know why it's so laggy right now. And then we just had that previous um, distribution high that we had left around 8:30. So that was my full target for the morning. Market opens up. We open lower down to this 1 hour gap that I kind of wanted to see some manipulation um, happen at, which we do, right? We put in this beautiful wick right at 9:30. We stall a little bit. Um, However, I faded this. Well, there was like a 3 minute, I think. Why is this not loading? Anyway, there was a 3 minute gap. There was a 4 minute gap, and a five, I believe. If it ever loads, yeah, there was a 5 minute gap. So what I wanted to see here, I almost wanted this 5 minute to fail, right? And then I wanted this to react and push us back down to tap into this 5 minute rejection block. That kind of like the same thing happened yesterday, pretty much. So what do? We come right down, tap EQ of the rejection block, perfect. Put in this 1 minute gap, second candle close, boom, beautiful entry. So we hopped in right here. Stop loss just went at like the body low down here. I didn't really want price to revisit that anyway. Now I'll go over my break even in a second. Right off the bat, we had this intermediate high right here, but since it just happened and we had this full 5 minute recovery candle, I wanted to give this some space because I had full confidence in this trade that it was going to go right to TP. So what ends up happening is we come up, we sweep that intermediate high, we go right back down to the break even point. But again, this is why I don't go break even right away sometimes. I wait for the next time we sweep out that high and then I go break even. And then we had a beautiful push up. Right at this point, I'm just thinking we are just in this market maker buy model. Had another good push up, get edged, brutal break even, but we do actually end up coming all the way back down. So risk management was there for sure. Happy with that, but it does suck. This PA. I don't really know what has been going on recently. It could have been on me. I could have just went for my little 1-to-1 or at least scaled some off. So I mean, I'm not gonna blame the market, right? It could have been me, right? Um, but yeah, a brutal day, but it's all good because we did manage risk really well. Now for the next draw, it looks like we're gonna go towards London. Um, Probably maybe even further. We'll see. I thought this S&P was gonna hold up pretty nice today, but it's all good, right? It happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much the same type of idea as yesterday's trade. But yeah, tomorrow no trade day. Gonna chill tomorrow. Hit the gym, go for a run, get outside, do all that good stuff, and then I'll be back on Monday. And yeah, that's a wrap. So I will catch you guys Monday. Have a good weekend, and see you then. Peace.